Real Madrid's rubbish January continued, beaten at home 2-1 by Levante. Militao sent off early in the game. Courtois saved a penalty, but in the end not enough as the visitors would take all 3 points. Ali Moreno joins us. Just not good enough yet again for Real Madrid, Ali.
No, it wasn't. And the red card, obviously, a big moment in the game. But I want to go deeper into the analysis of what Real Madrid is and the reality of what this team has become. For months, you and I have been talking about the fact that this version of Real Madrid is underwhelming. At full strength, they're still underwhelming. And when you're missing players like Sergio Ramos, Lucas Vázquez, Dani Carvajal, Federico Valverde, Nacho, so on and so forth, whether it's injuries or COVID, then you look at what was available today for Zidane or Bentoni, his assistant, who's in charge because obviously Zidane tested positive for COVID, and you think to yourself, well, there isn't much to pick here. There isn't much to get excited about this team. And so then you think, all right, well, they should be enough because it's Real Madrid. Well, that's part of the issue. It's not, you're not going to win games just because you're Real Madrid. You still have to defend well. And so a ball over the top, 40 yards in the air, and neither Varane nor Militao are able to deal with it properly. And eventually Militao takes down Sergio León, and now we have ourselves a red card situation. And so that lack of depth that I just spoke of and how underwhelming this team is, that's when it comes into play. Because now you look at the bench and you say, well, who's going to play center back for us? Who's going to drop into that position? Because Militao is off the field. We still got a game to play here. It's still 1-1. And now we have to figure out, okay, how do we get a result out of this? And then you look at the bench and it's Víctor Chus. Who? Yeah, Víctor Chus. Diego Altuve. What? Who's that guy? Sergio Rivas. Who? What? You're not going to win games playing against decent teams with a man down when that's what you have available. And then the guys that are on the field have their own issues and have their own difficulties. So overall for Real Madrid, they lose this game, but it's a continuation of what we've already been seeing. They're underwhelming, they're inconsistent, they make mistakes defensively. Eventually you get thrown out of the game, and now you're chasing. And when you're chasing, you're going to run into trouble, and Levante was good enough on the day to beat Real Madrid.
Out the Spanish Super Cup, out the Copa del Rey, out of La Liga. They're not going to win anything, are they, this season, Ali? It's done.
No, they're not, unless you really like them for Champions League.
Yeah, good luck with that.
No, yeah, exactly. Good luck with that. No, they're not. And you really look today as well as okay, so the red card happens. Now Casemiro drops into a central defender position. That takes him out of the midfield, which was an area of strength for Real Madrid. When they're at their best, that area of the field is their strength. It's Casemiro, it's Toni Kroos, it's Luka Modric. Well, that didn't have that quite amount of strength that you would want because now Casemiro's out of there. And now he's playing out of position. So the game-tying goal, because you were up 1-0, the game-tying goal by Morales comes by Casemiro going to chase a ball out of position, okay? Because it's what he does naturally. As a central midfielder, he goes and chases into that space. He gets himself out of position. Now Varane is out of position. Odriozola is out of position. The ball goes over the top of everybody, and Morales with a great finish. And that's just a little example of what Real Madrid is. And so when we project into the future and say, okay, what are they going to win this year? Well, yes, the answer is 0. Because even at their best, even with everybody available, there's not much in this team to get excited about. And if you're looking for Hazard to be that guy, he had a good weekend last weekend. Not quite the same this weekend. Well, difficult to ask something from Hazard because, well, they were playing with 10 men. But even then, you just don't see where things are going to change for Real Madrid. Is it Vinicius coming off the bench? not based on today's evidence when he comes in and gives away a penalty. Rather than changing what they do offensively, he actually changed what they did defensively, and he didn't do it in a good way. Too many holes in this team, too many inconsistency, nothing to get excited about.
Well, thank you very much for watching ESPN on YouTube. For more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for live streaming, premium content, and let's not forget as well, ESPN FC 7 days a week. Subscribe to ESPN+.